Oh my God, hey!
I'm Scott Page.
And I'm Zoe Burkett.
And I play Jim.
And I...
Let's do that again. So...
Oh, hey! Is it, oh, hey.
God, hey.
I was like, oh, hey girl, hey. It's not hey girl, hey, is it? No, that's a new one. Oh, hey girl, hey. Oh my God, hey.
Okay, 3, 2, 1. Oh my God. She's got a cake in the throat.
Ready, let's go, let's go. Oh my God, hey!
I'm Scott Page.
And I'm Zoe Burkett.
And I play Jim.
And I play Kim in the Great British Bake Off the musical. And we are opening from the 25th of February at the Noel Coward Theatre, London's West End.
Come on down, tickets are selling like hotcakes.
Thank you so much for that introduction, Scott Page and Zoe Burkett from the cast of the Great British Bake Off musical. I had so much fun meeting them and the rest of the cast and the creative team at an event for the show earlier this week, which you are about to see as one of the things that I did in this week's Oh My God Hey! So if you're meeting me for the first time, hello, my name's Mickey Joe. I am obsessed with all things theatre and I am an independent theatre critic and a content creator based here in the UK. This is my weekly vlog series that follows a week in my life, basically. So you're going to see me going to a bunch of different shows with my stagey boyfriend Aeron James. Say hello. Hi. There he is. And our friend Sean Tossell as well. We had so much fun this week. So many things happened. The fact that my voice is super croaky right now is a mystery you will be able to solve by the end of today's video. But one of the things we did this week included going to the WhatsOnStage Awards, which was so much fun. And you're going to get a little bit of a glimpse into why I was there and what exactly I was doing. So enjoy this week's video. If you haven't already, grab your tickets to the Great British Bake Off. I will be doing a full review when it opens in the West End, but because I got to see it in Cheltenham, I already have a little bit of an insight into how lovely this show is, and I think you're all going to love it. So make sure you get your tickets to that and enjoy this week's Oh My God Hey! Oh my God, hey!
Hello.
We are...
That was a really long delay.
I like to keep you in suspense. We are embarking on a new stagey week with lots of events. It's an event-heavy week, heads up. Like, there will be shows. There are always shows. There's going to be shows. It's us. But, like, events also. So you have that to look forward to. Starting with tonight, we are on our way. It's approaching 7 o'clock and we are approaching the Curve Theatre in Leicester, which is where we are right now, but not for a show. We are here for the launch event for their new season, which is very exciting, which is already exciting because I love the Curve and I love finding out what they're doing. They're one of the great regional producing houses in the UK, I think. So always exciting to find out what their shows are going to be for the coming year. We know a bit of it already, but not all of it. We have been walking around the streets of Leicester looking for the Curve. I swear it moves every time. I've been here now like 4 times? 4 times. And I can never find the Curve. It moves. I always approach it from a different direction, and I think it moves. It's shaped like a boat anyway. We're now standing beneath it. But yes, and we've just been for dinner in Leicester-ish. Dinner is a strong word, but I had some chicken tenders from Popeyes, because there's a Popeyes here. That's a famous Louisiana fried chicken place, which was amazing. Like, maybe the best chicken tenders I've ever had. Just something, the breadcrumbs was very good. And then we had Batched.
Yes.
Was it Batched? Batched. We had sweet treats from Batched. And I'm very glad that Batched is something that only exists in the Midlands and the North, because if they had them in London, then my cholesterol would not be happy with me, because they're so good. And I had a stuffed red velvet cookie situation, something like that. But here's the Curve behind us. There it is. There it is. Big curved building, as the name would imply. So we're going to head in and go and find out about their season. There have been rumours today on social media, on the social meds, that maybe something is being announced RE Come From Away. Maybe Alice Fern has been Instagramming that she's in Leicester. Maybe she's in the building. Maybe a microphone is involved. I'm very excited about what all this means, because I hadn't really given it much thought, but we know that the Come From Away tour is launching in Leicester next year, 2024. So maybe we're getting a little bit of a preview of that. Who's to say? We'll find out. One thing I love about the Leicester Curve is you have these beautiful, enormous pictures from shows past. So Aeron and I have been walking around the perimeter of the 2 auditoria, trying to work out what all of these are. And this apparently, I knew this was Jenny D. I was trying to work out what show she was in. Apparently, we think this might have been Hello Dolly. Let us know in the comments if we're making an error and if you can identify any of the rest of the leading ladies up on this wall. There are many of them. They have just done the announcement that it is time for the season event, and also that filming and photography not permitted once inside the studio. So we will give you an update afterwards as to everything that we find out, and we'll let you know what happens. But for now, bye-bye, 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 bye-bye. Oh my god, hey!
Hello.
What was that?
A bit of a typo there.
Hello! Okay, we're going with it,
Yeah.
Hello. When last you saw us, we were heading into the Studio Theatre at the Leicester Curve for their season preview event. And then we've been very MIA since then because my camera died, and then we were coming back down through London the next evening. We saw an MT Fest show, we saw Pump Up the Volume at the Turbine Theatre, and my camera was still dead. And then yesterday I was vlogging all day because we went to a super exciting preview rehearsal room thing for a new show that's opening that I can't tell you about yet, but hopefully I can soon. You already know what the show is. It's not that I can't tell you about the show, I just can't tell you. I was there because it's a secret. And then I did this whole thing where I let Instagram control my day, and that's a video that's already up on my channel. So to catch you up about the Leicester Curve preview event that we were at, they were talking about Come From Away. The tour of Come From Away is going to be launching at the Leicester Curve, and it's a co-production with the Curve. And I'm like, is that just a technicality, or are we maybe restaging it a little bit? Because I don't know if they're going to tour with the Revolve. This is a question I would like to know the answer to. I didn't ask, and I should have done, but I'm intrigued about that one. And then we have The Book Thief musical, that premiered last year, is going to be returning, and Leicester Curve is going to be one of the venues that it's coming back to. And the other big news of the evening was Evita. Their winter show this year is going to be a big revival of Evita, Angela Weber and Tim Rice's Argentinian political epic. So that's all very exciting. And if you follow the theatre news, you will have seen all this already, but we were treated to some performances. Alice Fern sang Me in the Sky with a piano, which was unusual because
There is normally a piano with me in the sky, just normally more things.
you need more instruments. Aeron and I were like, do we do the claps when it needs the claps? Because no one was doing the claps.
What was the clap?
We so should have done. We should have committed to it, but I didn't.
Like, lightly tap.
You never want to be like two keen beans. But we are keen beans. So I don't know why we didn't just embrace that about ourselves. What else? Jessica Daly sang Don't Cry For Me Argentina. She did a lovely job. And what else do we have performance from? We had a performance from The Book Thief and the current touring cast of The Girl from the North Country as well. So lots to enjoy at the Leicester Curve. So now I think that brings us back to the present. It is Thursday, and we have just been in the rehearsal room for which new West End musical? Anybody?
The Great British Bake Off.
The Great British Bake Off musical, which was lovely. So they did a little performance and a Q&A with the creatives. We got to chat to the cast, who were all fantastic and wonderful, lovely people. And we got to eat some cake.
Yeah, we got to say hi to Rob Madge was there. And
Rob Madge was there.
Danny with a camera.
Danny with a camera was there, photographing, as you'd expect, as he does when left to his own devices.
Taking horrible photos of me.
I thought it was a lovely photo. I know for a fact that he was paparazziing me while I was eating a cake. He didn't think I saw, but I definitely
He
did.
took photos of me filming. He let me know that point.
Wow, well, there you go.
There you go.
There you go. You're never safe when he's nearby. But yeah, lovely little preview event for that. Some footage from which I might be able to show you now.
It was my great aunt Edna's sweet. I was always forced to eat. No matter how much I would chew it, it still found a way to repeat. So one day I said to her, Auntie, why don't I give you a break? So I made my own pie, only mine wasn't dry. And that's why I started to bake.
So I'm Scott Page and I play Jim, one of the presenters.
And I am Zoe Burkett, and I play Kira, one of the presenters.
And together we are...
Comedy duo, comedy duo, Jim and Kim. 12,000 people applied for this year's series.
Doctors and nurses.
Shop workers and shoplifters.
Undertakers and MPs.
Well, Liz Truss isn't up to much these days.
But only the very best make their way to this year's legendary Gingham altar.
Oh, Jim, are we finally getting married?
Does this mean we have to kiss? I think I'll stick to cakes. I would say it's a combination of every single presenter that they have. It's like a little bit of Noel Fielding, a little bit of Mel and Sue. Yeah. It's little sprinkles.
Snippets, but
yeah.
I mean, mainly, I do feel that Scott's personality and my personality, we're actually very, very compatible anyway. Outside of this show, we get to put our own kind of personality and stamp on the roles as well. So there was definitely a little sprinkle here and there of ex-presenters, but I think we're able to kind of make it our own as well, which is nice.
Yeah.
Did you know my baking style is best described as shabby chic? Got my inspiration on a juice retreat in Mozambique. Mommy says I'm a pal, well, she gave birth to me, but I'm really just an old beautiful girl.
I mean, we just say you've got so many shows out there now with, you know, huge production. You've got things flying and pyros going off, and we don't have that because it's not needed. It's all about the story. It's all about the humanity of the contestants and their journey, and it really draws you in. You know, as soon as I got sent the script to read while I was auditioning, I was like, this is all just jumping off the page. It doesn't need anything extra to go with it, really. It's beautiful. It's a real beautiful piece.
Yeah, I think a lot of people aren't really expecting a fully fledged musical, like Rachel just said. I think they're expecting, you know, a sort of Mickey take on Great British Bake Off, but this is full of heart, and it's got a gorgeous storyline throughout, and to meet all these incredible, fascinating characters that you can just delve into their world for a little bit, it's joyous. It truly is joyous.
Yeah.
God, it's not like I imagined. It's bigger than you think. There's lights and cameras everywhere, and everyone gets a sync. I can't believe they chose me. I'll be on Channel 4. My palms are getting sweaty.
Alright, Vegas, stand by.
My legs are like spaghetti. But bring on that first signature and see what lies in store.
What the creative team have done is look at all the characters, you know, and essences of everybody, but they've really created real people, and I think unique new characters, and it feels very real for that reason, and I think just makes it a really enjoyable ensemble company, you know, and you'll know all about it. It's a team, isn't it? It's a family, and it really does feel like that.
And every character will have their own, the audience will get an insight into what brought them to the tent, and there are like nuggets of information throughout. And as an actress or actor, you can add to that and give your backstory, but there's so much in the material that kind of shares with the audience their personal journey to the tent, which is really lovely.
British musical. I think that's the thing that, you know, there are so few of those. I mean, really, of the last few years, there's been 6, everyone's talking about Jamie. Like, it's a narrow category of shows that get to the West End. And although there is what Richard said in the intro, although there is the tent, it is an original storyline and it's original characters within that tent. And
yeah, you're not just seeing something you already know. You're seeing something you already know, and then a huge amount. And the thing about a musical is that you can go deeper, like Claire says. You can go to places emotionally that aren't appropriate, obviously, in a TV show when they're, you know, in the tent for X amount of time. So you're getting so much more. Not to mention all the singing and the dancing.
Well, that's the thing. It's not the TV show on stage.
No.
It is a theatrical experience inspired by the spirit of the TV show.
Oh, God, so sorry, guys. Technical difficulties. We're going to have to do that all again. In the Bake Off tent.
It's a good day, everybody. It's a good day because we are once again on the Uber boat. We were like, we could take a bus, we could take a train, or we could take the Uber boat. Look, bit of boat action. There you can see the Thames, majestic and wet. Bit of London skyline for you. Uber boat. Okay, couple stops later on the Uber boat, and we're back on land, except I have somehow forgotten how to walk because it's like I've been at sea for days, and in reality, I think maybe like 10 minutes?
Yeah, it wasn't very long.
It was lovely though. Yeah, it was scenic. It was nice. It's a nicer way to travel between our two locations for the day. We're heading now to go get some work done and just chill and get some food ahead of Aeron's press night this evening at the Omnibus Theatre, which I will be reviewing for Broadway World, I believe. So, lots to look forward to. Oh my god, hey! It is hours later. We have gone to get Mexican food and then went to go do some work, but we had to leave because Sean and I were falling asleep. So we have come to the Omnibus Theatre in Clapham. I've not explored Clapham much, but we are here. It is here behind me for Aeron's press night, and the show is Live to Tell I so nearly did it. A proposal for a Madonna musical. The Madonna musical. Live to Tell, a proposal for the Madonna musical. It's not a musical, it's a two-person show, it's 70 minutes, and I'm very intrigued about it. I'm not a Madonna expert, but I'm familiar with elements of her work.
Like Evita.
Like Evita, and that one episode of Glee, and the song that Roger sang in American Dad. That's the bulk of my Madonna knowledge, but excited to visit the Omnibus Theatre. She was also in Dick Tracy.
She was.
And she sang a Sondheim song.
She did.
Will that feature this evening? I'm doubtful. But yes, excited to visit the Omnibus Theatre. We were just discussing what omnibus means. Now, I did GCSE Latin. I can tell you omni means all, as in omnivorous, omnibenevolent, omnipresent, yeah, all of the above. And buses, I know what buses are. So, all the buses?
But then Sean made a good point that with EastEnders they used to...
That was my point! I made that point!
No,
I made that point.
I made the point. I said about the EastEnders Omnibus.
No, it was Sean.
What a lie!
It was Sean.
I can't believe this is happening right now. Anyway, this has nothing to do with EastEnders. This is about Madonna. Excuse me. Here's a poster. There we go. Live to Tell, a proposal for the Madonna Jukebox musical. That's a lot of title. There's a lot of title going on there. But it is at the Omnibus Theatre between the 7th and 18th of February. Look at that. A little bit of poster action. Lovely. And we're here to see this evening. Look at all of these shows written here in chalk. Look at that. So much going on here at the Omnibus Theatre. You can grab a little leaflet outside. They have a cafe this way, apparently. And there it is. A glowing red sign of Omnibus Theatre. Looking like an entertainment venue for the dark side. Aaron's already got inside, so we should probably follow him. You'll know I love a themed cocktail. I was not expecting one at the Omnibus Theatre in Clapham. Power to them. This is like rosé and cranberry juice and a bunch of other ingredients I didn't hear. But this is the Live to Tell. It's very nice. Oh my god, hey!
Hello.
Okay, that was crowded, but it's fine, it'll work. How are you all today? We are in Chiswick, on our way to Arts Ed to go and see the matinee performance of A Chorus Line. This is the first time I'm ever seeing a drama school show. You do this all the time.
I do it all the time.
Sean does this all the time.
I had my first time recently.
There you go. But I'm very excited. I've been to Arts Ed once before. I think I auditioned here. I did one Arts Ed audition in my life. Did not go well. I think I sang Jonas's soliloquy from Leap of Faith, which is a ridiculous decision. But there you go. You live, you learn, you move on with your life. Different time. But very excited to come back today.
I've got a little pill stuck in my head now.
Why? Oh. Fine. Apologies to anyone at home who may have been affected similarly by my words. But very excited to see a chorus line for 3 reasons. One, I think it's one of the greatest musicals ever written, and I think it's an incredible piece of theatre, and I'm a huge, huge fan. I saw it last at the Leicester Curve a couple of Christmases ago. I sat front row, I cried, buckets. Secondly, I'm excited to see a lot of promising new talent. I'm excited to see new talents and lots of arts ed students. Thirdly, very interested to see how they tackle this creatively, because I know the costuming is non-replica, which is a big deal for Chorus Line. How is the choreography going to be the same? Things I don't know. These are my questions. What do we think? Do we think replica traditional Chorus Line choreo?
I imagine that's pretty similar.
There's no pretty similar. Either it's the replica choreography or it's not. Either it's the Michael Bennett or it's a different one.
Well, I don't know until this.
You only have 2 choices, Sean. Because at the Leicester Curve, it was one of the first productions, or one of the only productions, not to replicate the original choreography. Because it's hilarious with the chorus line. Yeah. If you do different choreo, you have to change the lyrics in the beginning, because it's not step, kick, leap, step, touch. Again. Oh look, there's a poster. There you go, what perfect timing. A chorus line. You will never see a chorus line marketed in yellow and purple. This is what's so interesting about school shows, is completely different vibes. But a chorus line is what we are here to see today at the Andrew Lloyd Webber Foundation Theatre, which I have never been to before, so we will have a look at that as well. Here it is, the Andrew Lloyd Webber Foundation Theatre. This fun little logo. Look at that, there's a flute in that mask. Hello. I'm in the Andrew Lloyd Webber Foundation Theatre?
Yes.
I'm in the Andrew Lloyd Webber Foundation Theatre, ready for a chorus line. Very cute little theatre, very small little theatre. Behind me you can see there's a little circle up there, but it's only a few rows deep. There's Aeron, there's Sean. Little cute little theatre. Oh my god, hey! Hello. So, we have seen the arts ed production of A Chorus Line. It was amazing. It was fascinating. Different choreography, different staging choices. They had a whole extra ensemble of people beside the main, however many, like 17 or so dancers that are being auditioned. So they were playing like different characters and giving like dream sequencey moments. Very interesting, non-traditional staging of A Chorus Line, and so much talent. Amazing talents, like all of them. Phenomenal dancing and acting and singing and all the things. Very, very good. Then we went to go get some pancakes, which was nice. I had a pancake that looked like a pizza. Happy with your pancakes, Sean?
I'll let you know when I eat it.
Thank you very much. Enjoy it all. Thank you. Got a milkshake going on as well. Look at that. Look at that sauce action. Thoroughly syruped over there. Meanwhile, my pancake thinks it's a pizza. I'm having an identity crisis for dinner, and I'm very happy about it. And now, we are on our way to the Gillian Lynn Theatre for a Friday night press night, which is a lie. It's not press night. Their press night was on Wednesday, and we were busy having our day chosen for us by the people of Instagram. So we're on a delayed viewing of the Lehman Trilogy, or the Lehman Trilogy, or the Lehman, I don't know.
It's Lehman.
It's a running thing that I just don't know how to pronounce the name of this play, but I'm hoping...
Hopefully we'll know from this.
This is a 3-act play, and I'm hoping at least one of those acts is going to teach me how to pronounce it. But it's here. I feel like the artwork of this show really goes with the aesthetic of the building, because in the logo, I don't know if you can see that behind over there, in this logo, I'd love you, your head's in the way, there we go, in the logo, I bet you could step that, you don't have to duck. In the logo, they have like the skyline, like a Manhattan skyline, and the Gillian Lynn Theatre, you can see all this like glass buildingage with the artwork on the side there, so it fits, it works. There you go, the Times has said, theatre at its best, Sam Mendes triumphs. We shall see. We will find out this evening what we think about the Lehman Trilogy. Here you go, the Gillian Lynn Theatre, previously home to such shows as School of Rock and Cats, Warhorse, and also Bad Cinderella, or Cinderella as it was then known. Now home to the Lehman Trilogy. Oh my god, hey.
Hello.
We have entered the Gillian Lynne Theatre, and we are by the merch desk on the first floor, and like I was expecting a considerably lesser merch desk because, you know, it's not Cinderella, it's not Lion the Witch of the Wardrobe. We have some exciting things on offer for the Lehman Trilogy, so I'm going to show you them now. So here's a brief overview of some of the things you can get at the merchandise desk of the Gillian Lynne Theatre for the Lehman Trilogy, and some of the assorted prices here. But look, we've got beanies, we've got the usual mugs, got a bit of a fridge magnet situation, some badges. Was that an enamel pin badge I spy? I think it might be. Nice little classy minimalist design on the t-shirts and totes. And you can see some of it up there as well. I haven't seen a theatrical beanie in a long time. There you go, there's a better view of it there. Do I need this beanie? Will I buy this beanie? I don't know, we'll find out. We'll find out this evening. Oh my god, hey. Oh, goodness. So, when we entered the Gillian Lynne Theatre some 4 hours ago, we were not expecting to be leaving this late. It's been an eventful and unusual evening at the Lehman Trilogy, and I will tell you more about it when we get outside the theatre, but...
I've learned a lot about it. I've enjoyed watching revolts.
Yes, yes. A fascinating evening learning about revolves.
It was good. If you are really intrigued with set design, this would have been a fabulous evening.
It would. Oh my god, hey. So, we have just left the Gillian Lynne Theatre. That was meant to be a long show. It was meant to be 3 hours and 20 minutes.
It wasn't meant to be a permanent residency.
It wasn't meant to be a permanent residency. It was meant to be 3 hours 20 minutes.
Sheesh.
With 2 intervals, 3 acts, 2 15-minute intervals. So it's a lot of play to begin with, but...
We had 4 intervals.
We did, because in the third act, we're getting so close to the end, we could only have been half an hour from the end at this point. They had a little bit of an issue, and it seemed as though... So the set, right, is this big box with glass walls, or no walls, and you can see all sides of it. It's an office space, and it rotates around on the Gillian Lynne stage. And at some point, it just seemed like it was in a weird place, or like it had maybe got stuck. And then the stage manager came on to say it had got stuck. They went and rotated it a bit. The actors went and sat down on some chairs, kind of waved at the audience. Hadley Fraser hid behind a newspaper. Very, very funny. People laughed. And after only a couple of minutes, it restarted. We do maybe 10 more minutes, or maybe a little bit longer, and then you can tell it's gotten stuck again because they're at the back of this set that had a few different rooms.
Yeah, not facing any of us, and you can tell they were kind of slowing down their dialogue as if they were trying to find the right pace to just stop.
Yeah, and then stage manager came on and announced that there were issues. They were going to actually take the actors off stage this time and investigate the problem more fully, and that they were hoping to be able to finish the show. So this was a proper show stop. Lights come back up, and then stage manager comes back on and announces they will be testing the set and spinning it around just to see if it's going to work. And eventually, this goes on for a little while, everyone comes back on, and then they do then finish the play. But we were stopped for at least 10 minutes the second time.
Oh yeah, it was like a full interval.
It was a full additional interval. Yeah. So it's been a marathon evening of theatre going for Mr. Aeron James and I, and the queues at the bar were merciless.
Oh, so another thing is, the Gillian Lynne is a theatre that its bars are all together.
Yeah.
It has numerous bars, but they're all on the same floor. So upstairs, the 2 kind of parts of the stalls all have to go to the same place for bars and toilets.
Do they have less bars? Do they have fewer bars than other venues? It feels like they might have fewer bars, but it's also the kind of a show where everyone in the audience was just adults who all wanted to drink because it was a fairly heavy, fairly serious play. Everyone wanted to drink after the first act, everyone wanted to drink before. It's a Friday night as well, so it was carnage.
You're aware that it's 3 hours 20, so I think going in you're very aware of like, I want to use my intervals, but the thing is, everybody wants to use their intervals.
Yeah, but in any case, no wine was had for us this evening, so yeah.
Also, all the water, this is just a personal thing, all the water bottles at Gillian Lynne are glass.
Oh yeah.
Slightly stressful. I was like, plastic bottles, no glass.
So much glass clinking happening during that, but we are walking back now, and the good news is we got donut time before the show, because I'm not going to the Gillian Lynne Theatre and not getting donut time. It's right there, so we have 2 new donut times to try, which we will enjoy on the train, and we will give you a donut flavour review.
Yay! Yeah, mine's a bit weird.
Yeah.
The gluten-free one was odd this time.
Exciting donuts to try, but before that we're about to film our first impressions of the Lehman Trilogy at the Gillian Lynne Theatre, which you can see on my channel if you are a YouTube member. So if you're not, click on the link in the description, sign up, and you can go and watch that video that should be on there already. If not, we will see you on the train very shortly for some donuts. Okie dokie, we are on the train and we have some donut time as promised. There you go, box reveal. I've got like a strawberry, this is a Valentine's special one I think. I apologise, I can't remember the pun name, but it looks delicious and it's kind of got everything that I look for in a donut, so I'm very excited about this. Aeron James has a bolder choice, last gluten-free one they had.
I can't even remember, it was cola something.
Cola. Comment with possible celebrity pun names below. But this is going to be an adventure for him, I think.
So, I think the flavour of the sweet, this whole icing is this exact same taste. It's like been dipped in like melted version of that, it feels like.
You're about to have an adventure. Yeah, we're going to take some bites, we're going to give you our thoughts. Oh, that's a quizzical expression.
Okay. If you like have a tiny bit of the icing, it's a bit like whoa. Eating it with like the donut itself, like the baked part, is a lot easier to eat.
Okay.
And it tastes a lot nicer, but like just a little bit of this is just like, it's just so weird because it is literally the sweet.
Well, I feel reassured. Meanwhile, excuse me. Oh, this is a big boy. This is so good. Amazing. Toppings, amazing. Everything I love. Buttercream and like strawberry flavoured icing, a little glacé cherry, little chocolate situation here. I'm not getting the filling yet. If there's I felt like there was meant to be like a vanilla buttercream filling or something. I haven't got to that yet, but I'll have some more and I'll let you know. Aeron James, donut review. Out of 5 donuts, what do you give that donut? Is that 3? That's 3 donuts.
Wouldn't get it. I'd get it again if it was the only one there. If there was another option, I'd probably take that over it.
There you go. Last donut on earth, you're eating it, but otherwise it's a no nut for the donut. That sounded like something else. I don't know. Mine's not a 5. Topping 5. Filling 3 or 2. Filling disappointed me. Just like a weak. I need a stronger flavour. I needed like a strawberry jam. I wish it had strawberry jam because I feel like it could have been the perfect donut. So it's might even be a 3. I think that was a 3 for me as well. Started so well, ended with disappointment. There you go. Oh my god, hey! You find me this morning in the throes of a complex skincare regime, which I will one day share with you, but not today, because I am far too busy getting ready for the WhatsOnStage Awards. This is very exciting, so we're going to the WhatsOnStage Awards later. If you don't know, WhatsOnStage.com is a UK theatre outlet that I occasionally review for, and they have their annual awards ceremony. This year it's at the Prince of Wales Theatre, and there's going to be performances and awards as voted for by the general public, by theatregoers. All very exciting. Aeron and I have already made our predictions for who we think is going to win this evening. If you haven't seen that already, head over and join my YouTube members to gain access to that. That's a bit of exclusive content. You can click the link in the description down below if you want to see who we suspected was going to win and find out which of us won the sweepstakes. But for now, I have done my hair, I have done things to my face, and I'm about to get dressed, so I'll show you what Aeron and I are going to wear to the WhatsOnStage Awards. Oh my god, hey! So we have come into London to show you our outfits because my flat is not very tidy at the moment. So instead, we're going to do a mini fashion parade in front of this fancy hotel. So I'm going to show you what we're wearing to the WhatsOnStage Awards. Here is Aeron James in a lovely tartan suit situation with his Doc Martens shoes.
Well, where is it then?
Suffering for his fashion. Nice, little pride DMs there. Looking a little bit like a white Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson with the necklace and the turtleneck. It's not a bad thing. You look lovely. Look how handsome he looks. Here is Sean Tossell. You know it's a fancy day at the theatre because he's wearing a shirt.
I'm wearing a shirt, guys.
A buttoned shirt.
No t-shirt today, except underneath, maybe.
Yeah, because you know what? He's still got his identity. We can't lose who we are.
I don't have a bag. I feel naked right now.
You don't need to bring anything. You're fine. Your hair looks so nice. Looks so smart. Okay, so I'm giving you. This is a powder blue double-breasted velvet blazer from Zara that I got in the Boxing Day sale. The white turtleneck is from ASOS ages ago. Chain, River Island, Boxing Day sale. Trousers, H&M sale, because Reese Kerridge wore some white trousers to the opening night of Top Hat and I thought they looked really great and I wanted some. So I feel like any minute now I'm ready to launch into anything goes choreography. But yes, outfit, bam, with WhatsOnStage Awards ready. So we just got dinner at, where is it? Happy in Piccadilly Circus, and it was fine, but I don't know, I guess I had very big expectations because very popular restaurant, I keep seeing stuff about it on socials, and award-winning restaurant, and I like pictures of the food on the menus because I'm common like that, but I like a picture of the food.
It wasn't very happy.
I wasn't getting happy vibes because the waiters, and I appreciate you are wait staff in central London, which can't be fun, but I got the opposite of happy. I got kind of miserable vibes. Like I said, the food was fine. We had some nice drinks and cocktails and homemade lemonade things. I had a nice crispy chicken Caesar salad. I mean, it was kind of like KFC with leaves. Honestly, I'm not mad at that. I like chicken. And they had a lot of interesting options, and if I'd been a bit more hungry I might have had the chicken tagliatelle because that was fascinating, but it was kind of just I don't know, TGI Fridays vibes, and interesting interior design that I couldn't quite work out, but yeah, probably really popular with tourists. Not my favourite restaurant experience in the world. We have arrived at the Prince of Wales Theatre, where the Book of Mormon is currently playing and has been playing for years. There's a queue outside the red carpet. I don't think anyone's turning up for a little while yet because it doesn't open until 5:45 and it's currently just after 5 o'clock. I am shortly hoping to get further instruction on what I will be doing this evening. I'll let you know exactly what that is as and when I'm confirmed if I am allowed to tell you, but it's quite exciting. And yeah, excited to be here, mingling with the theatre fans of London, waiting to see their faves at the WhatsOnStage Awards. Oh my gosh, the lighting. So, they've just finished teching in the auditorium, and I've worked out where I'm going to be sat for the evening so I can do my little job for WhatsOnStage. We've taken some photos in front of this lovely wall, and we're just chilling before the madness of it all begins. This is a very calm before the storm of the WhatsOnStage Awards. But Aeron is a camera, he's having a great time. I do know that there are going to be some fun reveals and exciting performances this evening, which I'm very excited for, but I can't tell anyone. I can't even tell you. I can't. You mustn't ask me. Thank you so much for watching this week's Oh My God Hey. So I didn't get to film that much at the WhatsOnStage Awards for two reasons. One, because I don't think you were meant to be filming during the ceremony, but also because I was so busy. I didn't actually say it, I don't think, in any of those clips, but I can now tell you, I was live tweeting the WhatsOnStage Awards as the What's on Stage Twitter account to their 200,000 followers, which was slightly terrifying. I made the mistake of checking how many followers they had on Twitter before it started, and I was like, oh, okay. And let me tell you, you think you know how to spell a person's name, but when you're tweeting it out to 200,000 people, you double and triple check that. I was Googling, like, the most obviously spelled names just to make sure. And if you're one of the people who saw me make a typo on Dead Mom from Beetlejuice, then no you didn't. We're just going to pretend that didn't happen. But I had a lot of fun, actually. It was chaotic and stressful, but it was a great time. And my first time going to the WhatsOnStage Awards. Super cool.
Yeah.
Amazing. Just so much love and affection. It didn't feel like combative. It didn't feel as competitive as some other awards are. And yeah, it was nice vibes and some amazing performances. What was your favourite performance of the night?
Oh gosh.
I didn't get to like fully pay attention to them because I was trying to come up with like insights and jokes and funny things to tweet. But
I think Carly Mercedes Dyer.
We have to talk about Carly Mercedes Dyer singing Let It Burn from Paradise Square because that was a moment. That was a full moment. And I liked all the work that Alex Parker had done on it as well. So he was producing and also conducting, being a maestro in the background. And I loved the entr'acte that he put together that paid homage to Burt Bacharach's score for Promises, Promises, the sadly recently deceased Burt Bacharach. But yeah, great time was had. Also, Gabrielle Brooks is the other one I will say gave an amazing performance when she was announced in an exclusive reveal that she will be playing Timoon in the upcoming revival of Once on This Island at Regent's Park Open Air Theatre this summer. I am so excited, especially now we've heard her sing it like that, because it was insane.
And another one, Charlotte Wakefield.
Oh yeah, Charlotte Wakefield. Could have danced all night. Yeah. Oh no, I'm doing Charlotte Kennedy. I got my Charlotte's confused. It's been a long week, you guys. Charlotte Wakefield from Bake Off singing Rise was stunning. Charlotte Kennedy singing Could Have Danced All Night from My Fair Lady, also stunning. So we need to do our Rose and Thorn of the week. So we went to the bank. Should we do like, there's been so many good things this week. Should we do like top 3 best moments and then just the one thorn? So one of my best moments of the week, chatting to everyone after the WhatsOnStage Awards. Some amazing people, some people I've looked up to for a really long time, some performers, and just other people who work within the industry, and getting to meet and talk to them and finding out people know who I am and know who we are and value the stuff that we do was just really affirming and very sweet. How about you? Highlight moment of the week.
Getting to rewatch Bake Off and the new cast and see what they're like in it, and remind myself why I enjoyed it so much in Cheltenham. Yeah. And getting to meet them all. It's really nice. Yeah, that was lovely. Another one was the secret press preview. It wasn't a press preview. The secret rehearsal room preview of the show that I can't tell you about yet. But it was nice, and we were fed well. That's all I'm going to say about that. Yes.
You got any more? We had like Art Said at Chorus Line. We had Lehman Trilogy and.
Oh. Let me think. It's a good week for food.
It was a good week for food. You like the pancakes?
I did.
There you go.
The pancakes.
There you go. Thorn of the week. Mine is probably going to be the tequila shots that someone gave us at the... I mean, the tequila shots were not the problem. I like to blame the tequila shots. I had a lot of wine and a lot of Prosecco because I wasn't drinking during the ceremony at the WhatsOnStage Awards because I was focused and I was professional. I was working. So after the ceremony, I had been so frazzled by tweeting non-stop for 2 hours that I needed a drink, and I had 12. And that's probably my thorn of the week. What was yours, Aeron?
Me being the person that had to get him back. So I was there as well, but I think I proved I was a very good boyfriend. As I was in
I
charge
know,
of getting you back.
I know what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Fake news.
Mm-hmm.
I love you.
I love you too.
Thank you everyone so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Comment below with your favourite thing that we did this week or your favourite moment from this week's Oh My God Hey. And if you have watched all the way to the end, comment below with what kind of an emoji?
A cake.
With a cake. There you go. Comment below with a cake emoji in honour of the Great British Bake Off musical. I hope that everyone is staying safe and that you have a stagey day. Bye-bye.
For 10 more seconds, I'm Mickey Joe Theatre. Oh my God, hey. Thanks for watching, have a stagey day. Subscribe!